Once upon a time, in a faraway land called Canaan, there lived a young boy named Joseph. Joseph was a dreamer, always lost in thoughts and ideas that seemed bigger than life. He had 10 older brothers, and his father, Jacob, loved him more than any of them because Joseph was born to him in his old age. Jacob showed his love by giving Joseph a special gift, a coat of many colors. This coat was unlike any other and made Joseph very proud. However, his brothers didn't share in his happiness. They grew envious and started to dislike Joseph even more. One night, Joseph had a dream. In his dream, he saw himself and his brothers binding sheaves of wheat. To his surprise, his sheaf stood straight and tall, while his brothers' sheaves gathered around and bowed low to his. When he shared this dream with his brothers, they were furious. "Do you think you will rule over us?" they scoffed. Joseph had another dream, and this time, he saw the sun, moon, and 11 stars bowing down to him. His father, Jacob, was puzzled. "Will your mother, your brothers, and I actually bow down to you?" he asked. Although perplexed, Jacob kept Joseph's dreams in mind. One day, Jacob sent Joseph to check on his brothers who were tending the flocks in a distant pasture. When the brothers saw him approaching, their jealousy turned into a plot of betrayal. "Here comes the dreamer," they muttered, and decided to rid themselves of him. They seized Joseph, tore off his colorful coat, and threw him into a dry pit. While plotting what to do next, they noticed a caravan of traders passing by. Seizing the opportunity, they sold Joseph to the traders for 20 pieces of silver, who took him to Egypt. In Egypt, Joseph was sold as a slave to Potiphar, an official in Pharaoh's court. Despite being far from home, Joseph remained faithful, and God blessed him. He earned Potiphar's trust and managed his household. But his hardships were far from over. Potiphar's wife falsely accused Joseph of wrongdoing, and he found himself thrown into prison. Even in prison, Joseph's integrity shined through. The prison warden quickly noticed Joseph's potential, and put him in charge of the other prisoners. One day, 2 of Pharaoh's officials, the cupbearer and the baker, landed in the same prison. They both had dreams that troubled them. With God's help, Joseph interpreted their dreams accurately. The cupbearer would be restored to Pharaoh's palace, but the baker would face a grim fate. Indeed, the dreams came true. Joseph asked the cupbearer to remember him and mention his situation to Pharaoh, but the cupbearer forgot as soon as he was released. 2 years later, Pharaoh himself had disturbing dreams. He saw 7 fat cows swallowed by 7 thin ones, and 7 healthy ears of grain eaten by 7 thin and scorched ones. None of Pharaoh's advisors could explain these dreams. Finally, the cupbearer remembered Joseph. Pharaoh summoned Joseph, who, with God's guidance, explained that the dreams foretold 7 years of plentiful harvests followed by 7 years of severe famine. Pharaoh was impressed by Joseph's wisdom and integrity, appointing him as the governor over Egypt, second only to Pharaoh. Joseph was tasked with preparing the nation for the coming famine. When famine struck, Joseph's brothers traveled to Egypt seeking food. They didn't recognize Joseph, now a powerful leader. Joseph, however, knew them. After testing their characters, he revealed his true identity. Overcome with guilt and emotion, the brothers feared Joseph's revenge.